I was here for the WIT Summit in May.
Yes.
Did you do the tours with the guests?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think so. Probably not.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
So what we'll start with, it's going right now, and I'll check it. I'll check it to make sure it keeps running.
Great.
Tell me your name and tell me where we are.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start. Yeah.
So my name is Anne Monna, and I'm looking right at you. It's fine. Anne Monna, I'm one of the owner of Cassis Mona Ifi. Cassis means black currant.
Yes.
Mona, it's our family name, and Ifi means and daughter because my sister and I took over my father's business. So
Il y a 3 filles ou 2 filles?
two daughters.
Okay, that's the extent of my French right there.
That's good.
So you took over from your father, but
Yes.
this farm and winery has been here for a long time, hasn't it?
We just last year we celebrated our 25th anniversary. So the law changed 25 years ago, and the law for the farmer.
Sure.
They will. I can say that they told the farmer that if they grow berries, grapes or whatever, they can do alcohol with it and sell directly at the farm. So, and my father already started for his own production for friends and all. So he was doing jams and wine. So he said, what a good idea, I should start. But my father is from the south of France.
Okay.
And the black currant over there is very well known. All in Europe, in Asia, it's almost here in North America that, especially in the United States, that the blackcurrant is not known at all.
Right.
We went to California and nobody knows what's blackcurrant. Sometimes they heard about the Kir Royal, the blackcurrant liquor in a sparkling wine or champagne, but in France, the Kir, just the regular blackcurrant liquor in white wine, that's the second most popular cocktail.
Yes.
Aperitif. So, and he knew that blackcurrant needed cold weather. So he said, "I'm pretty sure that here in Ile d'Orléans there is enough snow and cold to grow blackcurrant." So he started, and we came a couple of years later, 10 years later, actually, my sister and I, and we started by opening the restaurant.
Yes. Yes.
So. Now it's our 16th year, and it's a little gourmet corner that when you can grab sandwiches or our famous duck confit poutine, but the blackcurrant wine liqueur all over the plate, the dressing,
in everything. We noticed.
Everything.
I liked that you mentioned that these are the multiple tastes of Cassis.
Yes.
Right, it's not just the drink itself, but you can also have the beautiful honey that has the Cassis.
Totally. So versatile.
Very versatile.
Yes.
So you get those multiple different ways to try it, especially even if you don't drink, right? You can try it out.
Of course.
It's wonderful. So
there's a couple of mocktails.
I know, I love it. I love it. So the farm started, and then the regulations changed. You said so that you could become a winery where you were producing.
Right.
What was that like for that transition from going from a small farm here to the producer that you are today?
Oh, okay. Things changed so much more the last couple of years, I would say. Why is that? My father is an artist, so for him, he's not a business owner. He's like he loves to create a nice product, high quality product, but he doesn't like to sell the marketing stuff, the human resources. If he had to handle 1 or 2 employees, that was like, and he doesn't like paperwork, but who does?
No. There are people though that are better at than others. I like to be the creative one and let other people do it. Yeah,
exactly. So my sister and I, we were working at the time in restaurant. So and our father said, "Oh, why don't you open a little cafe or something?" So we started slowly, one summer at a time, and we did something totally different. We worked for others in the winter, and then my father is quite, I can say he's quite old, but he's older, and he wanted one of his child to take over the business, and so he asked. Actually, at the time, my brother was had interest to took over the business, but those my father and my brothers it didn't fit together. So my brother left, and then my father asked us, "Are you interested?" And we were pleased because we had in our hands very high quality product. My father won already very prestigious prize in Europe with the blackcurrant liqueur, and so for us all the fun, was wide open, right? We changed the label, we changed, for me all the fun stuff is the marketing. But
do you have a marketing background, or you?
No,
That's just who you are.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
it. Okay.
So, but I love how my client changed, and the tourists don't want the same thing.
Yes.
And I love the tendance. I love where it's going. So, and they it's going where. But I don't know how to say that. I wanted to create. I love to be host.
Yes.
I love to do party. Also,
Yes.
my house is always open. I have always a key for friends and friend of a friend that I don't even know. I love just to celebrate and have pleasure, and also for us that was just we wanted to create a place that was at our image.
Sure.
And so I want my staff, and we want to have fun in summer, and we want to create a place that people feel far away from all, the vacation place of pleasure. So, and of course, alcohol it helps, and food, and the view. But we started with. We had goal in our hands, right? Just the location. We are 15 minutes from Quebec City, and what we wanted to create is a place that girls said, okay, this Thursday after work we're going to grab a kir or a cocktail at Mona, Effie, and they feel like they are in California or something.
Of course, it does, and I think just in my own observation from having been here, was it 2.5 years ago, to now, and the change in the ambiance, and the sitting here now versus coming before, which the tour was great, right? And my husband came out here, and the tour of the wine cave, it was still, it's still in the building here, but now it's a lifestyle, right? It's a feeling that's very different. Exactly. You see that joy in the people around here, and you come out here and you want to stay, and you get this taste of place.
Yes.
Very unique. I love it. So you wanted to create this space. How was it for you to put it into action and bring all of those things to life?
That was a big process, and also in French we say entrepreneur. The way that I'm not the same businesswoman that I was, because I felt like what I like for me is not creating new jams or something. What I love is the experience. So and we worked my sister and I just to have a plan, because we are very creative, but that's an issue also, because we had so much idea in different other kind of business that we want to own, and that was a great help just to stop, take a moment, breathe. Traveling also, we traveled a lot together just to and be very connected to our feelings.
Sure.
Because expérience client, it's the how say that? It's the lien de. It's full of emotion, but it's the link between the client and the business that we wanted to create, but it's very fragile too. So when you go like, okay, it's very great, we're gonna see vineyard and in California or in Europe, but we have to be very conscious of all the details.
Of course.
Like, is it easy to find? Is it easy to find the parking? Is it do I feel like pressure or at work because I have to do a lineup to get a table?
Sure.
Do I feel like very special because I met the owner and I had something that the other one didn't have? What you know, after what? Why this place? It's I had more fun than the other one. Asking question and all. So that I of course I loved that part, and
that's a lot of introspection for you.
Yeah.
To see what am I feeling at this moment?
Yes.
What experience is creating in me, and how can I take that, especially to all of these other people that are not me,
exactly,
and make it good for them, right?
Yes.
That's very difficult.
And we are lucky because because everything, there is a story behind almost everything here. You know, those table, it's the wood floor that was in the old barn.
Nice.
Those benches was my father did those because he was owning a sugar shack, and it's my house now.
So these are from a cabana.
Yes, those chairs, my sister picked them up in Bali, and you know, everything is a story behind each thing, and that is something that I love too, because someone can come once, twice, a lot of times, and always feel different and learn something different and be more attached. And it's fun that there is not always something like this table I made. You know.
Sure.
The old sign of my father when I was working for him, of course, when I was very young. I was selling blackcurrant wine near to the road on a picnic table.
Oh, fantastic!
And that was the sign at that time. You know,
I love it.
That I love, and I feel lucky that. Because we didn't know, we took some risks. We invested a lot, like $1.5 million dollars for this building, but also of course for the new winery.
Sure.
And people, it works. Like what I love, people. But that was a risk. We didn't know. We sure. But we couldn't expect that's a big success, actually. And yesterday I was asking myself, because this is not a busy day. It's like
which there are a lot of people here, but it's
And I was asking myself, okay, we wanted free space.
Sure.
Because we wanted like a family. Child can, you know, play in the sand over there, or in it's cliche, but like the boyfriends can go on his phone,
sure,
you know, and look what's the next plan, the next stop, and the girls can, you know, shop or whatever. But so we create. An open space, with nothing, like a baby foot and chairs because that was very important to me, that if you don't want to be in the crowd, you can have a quiet place, and but I realized that it's so full of people that I will have to start another business to split all those people. No, because we gonna, but it's true that we're gonna miss something, in 3 years. If I don't react now, we're gonna have a problem in 3 years, because something that I wanted to that the client will experience.
Yes.
I will miss.
Well, I think too, with the exponential growth of this business, and the fact that when I first came here, no one even in Maine, no one had heard of this place. Now it's very common. I live in Kennebuncourt near Old Orchard Beach, right? It's very common because a lot of us come up here for the summer, or we come up for Carnival.
Yeah.
They know. They've come. They've tasted. There's that feeling when they're like, oh, Cassis Mona, right? Like people start to demur a little bit. They're like, whoa, right? Yeah. They get that. So there's that growth, and that's only going to continue to grow as people's interest in agritourism comes. When people hear about, the Ile de Lion, you can drive around and eat and drink, and it's a great trip. So making those shifts now and trying to predict those changes, bravo to you. I mean, it's a lot.
But just the Ile d'Orléans. The location is amazing. It's the garden of Quebec City, so we have old building. But the main thing I think that we have is it's so simple.
Yes.
There is one road. You can just, because people in vacation want to have it's off over here. So it's perfect. I'm the same. So, but it's easy. You don't have to plan it. You do one tour and you stop wherever you feel, and that's amazing.
Yes, it's wonderful. And there's something about this place too, Anne, that you really get a feeling that you're here in Quebec, and there's something unusual about it. There's nothing about it that is cliche, right? There's nothing about this place that's...
No.
Everything about it says...
And it's true.
Yes.
Yeah, and because I hate decor.
Yes.
Yes. Of course there is some French touch or something, but my father is French, so I can't. It's not it's the true family story, 5th generation of liquor makers. So, the storytelling is great.
It is.
My father was very interesting too. He's a real French with the beret and
Where in the south of France is he from?
Ganges, Lérault, a little bit, near to Montpellier.
Lovely.
Yeah, and but he's French, and so people love it, or but because it's a personnage, and the girls, people love that. Also, the 2 girls who took over the business.
Sure.
So the storytelling is fun, but it's true. I hate places that they want to be Pinterest or what.
Right. I get that.
People can feel it.
They do.
Right? Yeah.
They do. Yeah. Tell me about the product and the product line and where those things have expanded for your family.
Actually, my father was doing all our 4th alcohol. We don't have a new alcohol since a lot of years. But now we're working on. We just it's not arrived yet, but we bought alambic to do eau de vie.
Yes.
From our blackcurrant wine.
So the eau de vie is it really like whenever I drink eau de vie, I feel like I could like wax my. No, I'm sorry, but it's very powerful.
You have just it's very powerful, but very a lot of it's so complex. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. If you start with something good, like a good wine, or you're gonna have a great quality eau de vie. But of course, you have a sip. It's just, but it's so the aroma.
Beautiful aroma.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and it's so different. Nobody does eau de vie from blackcurrant, so we are very excited about that, and also because. In those tables, all the table on the site, we can have a drink made with our product. We can mix, but with sparkling water, juice, or something. But I can't buy wine or alcohol from another place and mix it, mix a cocktail. But if we do eau de vie and then gin or something, now we can do a lot of cocktails. It's always
interesting. That's so interesting. I wondered because when I tried the Kio de Lille, where is the wine from? It's from here.
We have all the wines and all the alcohol that we use at the restaurant is from Quebec.
Okay.
So the Kio de Lille is made. It's a white wine from Saint-Pétronille, but in the terrace we have a restaurant permis. So this is different. We
that
can
makes sense.
yes,
makes
we
sense.
can mix, but all the other place. So for me, that would be very nice just to have I have an idea. I want to buy. I will show you.
Yes, please.
It's called App. We see a lot of those in Europe. Well, this is not the good, but those what change to do like a cocktail bar.
I love it.
Right?
I actually have a friend that just bought one in New Orleans. And
Great.
It's a mobile Prosecco bar.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly what we want to do. So we can, just put it here. People have a drink,
it's fantastic.
and it's a clin d'œil to Europe, and so it's gonna be lovely. It's always something different.
Delightful.
Right?
I love that, and it's so charming.
Yes.
It's she and her sister that run this business, which I love. When you showed that to me, I was like, oh, I love it so much. So you and your sister are thinking a lot about the evolution of this place.
Yes.
What kind of support do you have here? I know that I saw outside that you're hiring for teams to help you with harvest and production.
Yeah.
What kind of support team do you have here?
For the marketing and
and for the farm.
For the farm. By one of the things that I said it changed me is that I know that I don't have to be the best in everything. I think we have a great point of view, and we can I can say if someone is very good or not, like but I know that if I work with girls who do relations de presse, all the time, and those are her friends because she calls them once a day so I know that she's going to be the best person to do that.
Yes.
We work with another fantastic woman for Coup de Revient, so we know exactly how much this costs and this and this, and if it's sold here or in a SAQ or something. So, and she's very good to ask the good question, and if she said, okay, this experience that like the crème dairy bar or something, okay, you have to do something because it's not, it's the sales are not we are already like, I don't know how to say that, we are panicking and then we are very creative. Yes.
I think it's so helpful. I think one of the challenges as entrepreneurs is that we get into a business and we have to do it all to start.
Yes.
And then we grow to a point where we have to let go of these pieces, but once we do, and we have someone who comes in and says, you sold, 64 slushies this day, and we need to, that kind of thing. It's very helpful because it puts that different brain on things, right? And allows you to say, how are you going to creatively solve this problem, right?
Yes, and that's what we love. That's the game. And we want to achieve, we want to build, but we add coach also and mentor also, so and interest. But the first thing they all ask us is, when did you take your last vacation?
When was the last vacation for you?
Because it's impossible to be creative if you are in reaction, if you are the two end on the we have to take a step a step back, and so that's my main we're not always on vacation, of course, but we delegate a lot.
Good.
Just for example, last weekend we no water in our at 5, and all the informatic crashed, and I was in Montreal. Nobody calls me. So, and that was like two of the main, the worst thing could happened. And so we have great staff, and we believe in them. We have once a week a meeting because they have to know where we're going, and we want to know how we can help them.
Sure.
Sometimes, of course, it's the panic, and I have to come to help, and and that's perfect. But
that's amazing. That's amazing. I have a question. Agritourism in Ile-de-Lion is spreading to other parts of Quebec as well. I'm wondering what place do you feel like culinary tourism and agritourism has in Quebec's history?
Okay, you have to.
Sure. No, it's okay. Food is a big part of Quebec way of life.
Yes.
Always, I'm thinking of things like cabane à sucre, coming out here to the Ile-de-Lion. It's part of the experience.
Yes.
For me as a tourist, how do I get to experience Quebec life through coming here or coming?
But you have to ask me where to go to eat, and the way I love to travel is go to one place like this. If you like Cassis Monna, you ask the owner or the waitress or something.
Sure.
Where's the next place I have to go, and then you go like this, like what's your place or your 3 favorite place, or and why, and then you can choose. But people love the real
right.
Yeah. But in Quebec, what is lovely about that city is that there is a lot of creative chefs, a lot of restaurants, but there is no. They work all together. They all are friends, and we have a real friendship relationship with them. So, and because it's quite small, and it's true. They are not snub. They just do food because they love to do food, and they are generous and creatives. But it's not snub.
Sure.
At all.
Sure. Do you see a lot of your products on menus?
Yes.
That's wonderful. And how about further? I mean, in terms of places like in Montreal.
Yes, in Montreal, but in Montreal it's something different.
Sure.
And we have an agent.
Okay.
We're doing because I hate to do
It's hard.
I hate it. I hate it, and even like the cocktail. Not show, but
demonstrations.
Yeah, I hate that. I think the wine industry and the mixology. I'm 37. I'm not a party girl anymore. I'm not. I don't know. And I'm not snub. We're just doing.
It takes a special type of person to go out and solicit in that way.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I love those things. I love to enjoy them, but at the same time, it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of energy. And while you're trying to take care of other things here, so.
I want you to be authentic, and you come to my place. We're gonna have a drink and have fun, and that's it. That's us. And,
but that's wonderful, because the last question, because we're in good time right now. For people coming here, especially if you have people coming from the United States or even Canada, I know you have guests from around the world here. Yeah. What are the things that you want the most for them for the experience of coming to Cassis Monna?
I want them to dream, like grab a seat and said, in French we say retraite, but when I'm old, I want to open a winery or a vineyard, because it seems so peaceful and easy and romantic.
I love that. Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want them to see the hard work behind, or just the dream. Yeah. Like, I want them to be charmed, and of course blackcurrant unknown for Americans, but even in Quebec, that was a blackberry very traditional to do alcohol and other stuff, but the two last generation doesn't know blackcurrant very well. They know Kir also because they go in France, but they are surprised that we grow blackcurrant and that we have a very nice microclimate to grow. Yeah, microclimate of the Ile d'Orléans for the berries, strawberry, the apple also, but it's very nice climate. This side of the island especially.
So the north side of the island. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering, that's so interesting. The first time I came here was during this season, and the harvest was something incredible. I just had never, I mean, even still strawberry harvest now in August, but it was a gorgeous flavor, a gorgeous taste, and that's wonderful.
The blackcurrant, when we came,
it was beautiful.
We just finished last Friday.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Done. That's great.
That's done, yeah.
What is just a quick question, what's the production time in terms of from the bush to bottle?
It depends, and now we freeze the berries because we wanted to keep our employee also to work because at the time when the winery was in the boutique, we couldn't work in a couple of months a year because we didn't have enough space. We all the nettoyage, all the
equipment. Yes.
We were doing outside, you know.
Sure.
So, and now we have a couple of people working all year long, so we do a little bit at a time, and so now I don't remember the question.
Oh no, the question. No, it's okay. It was the amount of time for production.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
But it depends. For the wines, it's like grape wines, and the blackcurrant liquor is not. It's not. We don't use oak barrel. It's all in inox tanks, and so I can. Maybe my sister can tell you exactly, but it's like it's ready. We don't have to age the product at all.
Okay. That's wonderful. And I really appreciate your time.
Oh,
I am
it's a pleasure.
so thankful for talking to you.
I will say, I have something.
Please. No, please, keep going.
But the main, how everything makes sense.
Yes.
It's when my sister and I choose where we wanted to go. At first, we learned a lot about ourselves.
Sure.
We took a full of personality tests just because we are sister too. So she was, we had an idea of who we were, and then that was more. When we compare with others, it's not the same that in the family. I'm the small sister, and she's my big sister. And then when we choose, I was. That was rassurant in French. It means if you are anxious, the other way of the
calm?
contrary,
like the calm or peaceful.
Peaceful, that we make those choices. One of the phrase that I love is choosing is creating, or something like that in French. So that.
How do you say that in French?
Choisir, c'est créer.
Oh, choices. I love that.
Yeah, me too. I love that. And then when we worked our value, that was something like when our value of the business is family, of course. Authenticity. So we are real. Charming. It's all what I was saying. Creative, of course. Audacieux means out of the box.
Yeah.
What else? It's mainly those, I think. And after that, all the choice, everything, have to go through those.
I love that.
And so, if we are speaking about the label is an old bill from my ancestor. in south of France, another liquor maker. And then we have our touch, and everybody feels something different about it, but everybody loves it. Is it young, or is it old, or is it in writing, like
I love it. Yeah.
the architecture is the same. We took the old building that my father was built, and then this is like the next generation. We have a respect for patrimoine. It's the same. It's wood. But there's a little twist to it. It's the bridge between the two generations, and it's a VIP terrace that I will show you. It's very lovely. It's the nicest view. Like everything have to go through those values, and it makes sense. It's coherent.
Yeah.
So, and that's very important. And I love. That's it. And I wanted to say something else.
But I like that I think that the thought about knowing yourself and knowing how you make these choices and understanding that the deliberation of what you think about, you create.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's a lot of business owners don't get there.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's an important part of, we feel it.
Yes.
We as the consumers feel that. Right? So it's lovely.
And
Wonderful.
each kind of clientele, it's important too. Now, we know that for next year we have to do something which we have a lot of bus coming.
Yes.
And when a bus come, it's not the same experience for them, for people. So, and we have the old barn that we have. We will do something about it to make it comfortable. And if the people, the 50% doesn't come there, they don't gonna lose something. They're gonna have the same experience over there. And one thing that I realized, a lot of people around us was telling us, after big expand, the first year is gonna be painful, even, and that wasn't the case at all. It works instantly, and I realized that probably that was because even if we are big dreamers and have big project, it's exhausting for everybody around and for us, but we have the same passion about a detail.
Sure.
So it's the same importance, even if it's a big project or something like the color of a wall or something. Right. And I think this makes big difference because it's something that maybe sometimes people are exhausted and working to extend, but it works the how to say that?
You can say it in French.
Il perd le contact avec le plancher, avec and people can feel it, of course. Yeah.
Right, they do feel it, they understand it, and maybe they don't necessarily consciously think of it, but subconsciously they understand. Yes, yeah, I understand that. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Are you pleased? Are you okay?
Very pleased. I'm very pleased, and I'm like, perfect. We're at 38 minutes. That's wonderful.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Anne.
Oh, it's a pleasure.